All right, so this is 3.3 graphing linear functions. We're going to be starting off by graphing using a table. So example number 1 says graph g of x equals 2x plus 1. So you're going to create an x and a y. And remember, f of x or g of x is the same thing as saying y. So we could say y is equal to 2x plus 1 over here. And you're going to plug in maybe -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And then you'll do 2 times -2 plus 1. That gives you -4 plus 1, which is -3. Then you get 2 times -1 plus 1. -2 plus 1 equals -1. 2 times 0 plus 1, that's just going to be 1. 2 times 1 plus 1, that's 2 plus 1, 3. 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 4 plus 1, 5. So then these are going to be your points. So sometimes I like to write the points just so that it's easier for me when I'm graphing them. And then you'll go ahead and graph this. Make sure you are labeling your x and y axis. All right, so our first one is going to be -2, 3. So you go -2 and -3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 1, 3, then 2, 5. And then you're going to connect that line. And that is your graph there. So you want to create a table. Usually you use the numbers -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, and then you plot those points. All right, the next way we're going to learn how to graph is by solving for the x and the y-intercepts. So to find the x-intercepts, you're going to set or let y equals 0 and solve for x. To solve for the y-intercepts, you're going to let x equals 0 and solve for y. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's solve for the x-intercepts first. So you set y equal to 0. So wherever you see a y, you're going to put a 0 in there. And then you're going to solve for x. So x is equal to -4. All right, and then the way we write that as a point is going to be -4, 0. All right, then we could do the y-intercept. So wherever you see an x, you're going to put a 0. And then divide by 4. You get y equals -3. So that's going to be 0, -3. All right, now we're going to go ahead and plot these. So I'm going to do 1, 3, 5. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and graph 0, -3. That was our y-intercept. And then 0 or -4, 0. That's our x-intercept. And then we could go ahead and connect this line. All right, and that's how to graph with the x and the y-intercepts. The last thing we're going to talk about is graphing horizontal and vertical lines. So vertical lines are in the format x equals some sort of number, we're going to say c, and horizontal lines are y equals some sort of number. So maybe what I should do is x equals is some sort of vertical, and y equals is some sort of horizontal. So let's go ahead and graph the following. X equals 3, so that's a vertical line going through 3. So we're going to go ahead and label. All right, so the first one again is x equals 3. So you're going to find 3 on the x-axis. There it is. And then you're going to draw a vertical line through that point. So that's my first one. And then my next one, I'll do that one in red. So x equals -2. So you're going to find again -2. And then you're going to draw a vertical line through -2. All right, and then we actually need to do a couple horizontals, so I'll just do that as C. Let's say y equals 5. So that's a horizontal line. So you're going to go ahead and find 5 on the y-axis, and then you just draw a horizontal line through y equals 5. And that's it.